All righty, good people. You're all comfortably seated and ready to go. You ever been to San Francisco?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
You know, that's the most unusual thing. I've never yet run into anybody who ever had anything derogatory to say about the place. Everybody who goes there falls in love with it. But there's a whole new scene now in San Francisco. As they say, this is where it's at. That's where everything is happening. And we're going to talk to some people who are making it happen, as a matter of fact. They probably, as I mentioned before, the most talked about group in the whole world at the moment. Little controversial, very interesting sounds, tremendous hit makers. This particular album from which this selection comes, I think, is, if it's not the best-selling album of the day, it's awful close. It's certainly in the top 2 or 3. It's from the Surrealistic Pillow, which is a mouthful to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, with a thing called White Rabbit. Let's greet the Jefferson Airplane. That's the first of 2 from the Jefferson Airplane. This has got to be one of the most unique and unusual recordings ever because it appeals to all different kinds of people. People of all different age groups. One of the biggest sellers everywhere in the country. Before we talk to them, let's ask them to do one more and then we'll chat a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the Jefferson Airplane. Oh, boy. Grace, would you, as the only lady member here, introduce me to the gentlemen, if you will, starting, what'll it be, clockwise, I guess.
All right. Jack Cassidy, bass.
Hello, Jack.
Marty Ballin on piano.
Hey, Marty.
And Paul Kantner on rhythm guitar.
Thought you forgot his name for a minute.
I did.
Man behind you?
Is Spencer Dryden.
Spencer, right? And over here?
Kalkinen.
How are you? You're the closest
Who's
man.
Clark?
How do you do? How do you do? You know, I told you this would be impossible. You know how much time we have to do an interview with 6 people? No? 1.5 minutes. Why did music such as you just performed happen in San Francisco?
Because I think the part of it is the promoters gave us the freedom to write our own material.
All right, let me skip along. I'll try and get as many questions in as I can. Older people worry. They see the way you're dressed. They hear your music. They don't understand it. Do parents have anything to worry about?
I think so. Their children are doing things that they didn't do and they don't understand.
Yeah? All right. That's a square answer. If you gave $100,000 in cash to a hippie, and you said you got to put a suit and tie, cut the hair, shave the beard, and go to work 5 days a week, would he take it?
Oh, why don't you ask me?
Would it happen?
Well, I can't answer for another hippie, but I guess idealistically it shouldn't happen.
All right, fair enough. How much time do we have? 1 minute? What can you do with a minute? Dance, sing. What's going to happen this summer in San Francisco?
Well, I couldn't even begin to tell you in about an hour or so, but there are going to be a lot of people there, and...
How many would you guess are going to congregate?
Somebody said 100,000, but I don't know whether this is correct or not.
The establishment's going to get a little stirred up over that. Gentlemen, you won't feel neglected if we don't hit over there. Thank you ever so much.